Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Storms over Cerenar session 19. First half of our show here, our heroes just recovered from their loss at the hands of the Face. Spent time in Pandora Land, which is Theus's magnificent mansion, more or less, and have decided to go to Blimey Bay to pursue the clue about unearthing the nature of the verdant shard, which is carried oust. In their farewell, Saphys's weird compass and the verdant shard kind of touched each other in a way that aligned them in a planar way, meaning that Oust discovered in the night that he has the ability to communicate with the Saphys and also maybe bring other people into some kind of weird semi-planar arcane
conference
network of sort. We have therefore also opened up for their allies doing side quests and also downtime activities. So just to reiterate, so everybody following us here can figure out what we're doing. We have a we will basically, every time our heroes have a long rest that is not inside some dungeon or anything objectively dangerous, they'll get to roll on their downtime activities. That is practicing to learn the flute or whatever, and they will have to make a roll. For tool proficiencies that are not as important or not as powerful as, say, the poisonous kit or something like that, the goal will be 100. For skill proficiencies, the goal is 200. And for feet, the goal is 600. A skill, for instance, if you're not proficient in insight, you'll have to roll a wisdom roll every downtime. And when you reach 200 and your accumulated roll, you'll have gained proficiency. So that is the downtime rules that we're going with here.
Yeah. So we're all taking the flute right now.
Yeah. Right now you're all. Yeah. You're all practicing to become a flute-based band.
It's funny, we don't have flutes on ship, but we're gonna figure it out. So
we're just doing flute theory while we're on the ship.
Yeah, session 19 part 2 is flute theory. Yeah.
So the next
that's the episode name.
Set off,
yeah.
Flute theory. All right. Perfect. Oh fuck! I need to get a left track. All right. We'll go on here, guys, and I'm going to say that you set sail from Staunch Flow and you go due east. The season has clearly changed as winter has arrived again. Just after it has been done, as spring has finally taken root in the land, winter is back, and it is freezing outside. Sleet and snow reigns over the braced-over sea, and you basically can't go outside without a coat. The sea itself has not frozen, but if you go closer to land, ice is slowly creeping up as winter is spreading across.
Roar, do you want me rolling the I forgot every long rest, right?
Yeah, if you need it, yes.
Okay. I disintegrate for a day, guys. I had it for 1 day.
Yay.
Rip.
And I have, just so you know, Roar, I've reattuned to the Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
I need to know, like, we're not going to play this out unless there's some specific scene, but I need to know what you guys are doing. As you are sailing through the braced-over sea. So we'll start alphabetically, I guess. Oust, go ahead.
Well, at some point, sort of early, as we kind of get underway after dropping off Mr. Saphys, part 2, I will probably approach Bjorn and just ask him for some rudimentary training in commanding vessels of the sea. And yeah, begin working on proficiency in sea vehicles for the moment.
Sure, I will show you the secrets of the rope.
Sounds strange, but I'm ready.
All right. Bjorn, if you're using your downtime to assist Oust, Oust, you can roll twice on your intelligence to gain proficiency in sea vehicles. The target will be 100.
Okay, well, it depends if Bjorn wants to do that or not.
Otherwise, you could do it
Maybe
just one
you
roll.
could help me telling me a bit about the world, because history is not my strong suit.
How about I do this? You help me today. I'll help you tomorrow, and we'll alternate days.
I will also say that if you just like tying ropes and knots
That's
as
true.
Bjorn is helping you and you telling about a history, I'll say you can both kind of study that skill. And instead of helping each other, you'll just be able to do it at the same time.
Sure, I'm happy to do that.
So, 2 straight rolls.
No, you can't help each
Just
other.
the one straight
but you
row.
can. So yeah. So I'm going to so you want to train history. That is going to be an intelligence roll, and you can basically roll that every long rest and get some bonus on. And Oust, you also have intelligence as your boat, sea vehicles. You have to learn the secrets of the wind and the knots. Very, very important. The knotting part of doing knots. Stuff.
It's like 80% knots in both
It
ways.
is.
But there we go. Sure. Do you want us to roll this now?
Yeah, you can do that.
Straight intelligence ability check.
Hey.
Sure.
And
15.
On your sheet, I don't know if you can show us the sheet, Tanner. Or
Yeah.
a sheet. You can just
So,
show Bjorn.
hang on, I'm going to show Ost here because Ost, you didn't roll on the actual sheet here. So,
Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't realize I could do
so
that.
if you go to downtime on your actual,
Yeah, I just completely missed the
yeah.
little dice
I think
figure.
it's a module that we're using, and it's very good.
it is quite good. Yeah, so you just
handy.
click on the die, and that will automatically roll it and complete your bar. So why don't you go ahead and
Shall I
give
just
that a
put 15 in for this one, or do you want me to re-roll this roll?
Re-roll. Let's see it live in action. Let's show Foundry off.
Yeah, go ahead and just just roll it.
Sure.
There we go.
There we go. 11.
11%. Perfect.
Cool.
There you go. All right. So that is basically. So I guess Bjorn and Oust, you're kind of doing sailing and history lessons side by side.
Yeah. I'm just starting at Cafondia because that's what I know the most of, and then I'll move on to Cangundi. It's like, to be honest, I don't know the most about the North, but we can get there eventually. If anything, we can help each other. But there we go.
And the target for you, Bjorn, is 200 for a skill. I just put in 20 by accident. Just so 200. You're doing well. All right. That is fine. Theus.
2 things. So, one, I thought about, is there any way for me to make money to send to an orphanage? If not, then I would like to remember what Faust of the orphanage told me and work on making little toys. So probably trading tinkering tools just for essentially either to sell that or to make toys for children. Between that, something.
I think that's pretty cool. But Theus, go ahead and give me just give me an intelligence check with advantage as you are thinking about the orphanage.
Natural 20 double.
Mm.
Wow.
Whoa! All right.
I think a lot about the orphanage. I have to say, I think a lot about the
You should
orphanage.
just roll a d20, see if you get 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Really?
Go ahead and roll that. Let's just see.
I'm just
No.
curious. Oh, no, definitely not.
Go.
This
All
was for the 1 and the 2 from the luck check.
Right on.
You get a real good roll there. Theus, you know that the face had lined up all the bells and whistles to kind of have the orphanage as a pressure point against you. And what happens was that in the deciding moment, Vega chose to actually, break away from the face. You don't know if she's the only agent on Greenslade, and you don't know if she will be attacked by someone else. You feel that maybe you should send assistance to her or contact her or in any way kind of like that. Right now it's a what do I call this? It's an exposed flank of yours right now, and you should probably think about Oust. I guess Oust, you told about the dream you had and the whole mechanics thing. Right, you're muted, man. You are muted.
I am muted. Thank you. Yeah, at some point, either breakfast or something, I'll probably go. So, guess what, guys? Turns out that static wasn't just static, and actually now we're connected to the well, everybody, almost everybody. But I can vaguely have small conversations with certain individuals, the Sophices, and Axia. I had a nice chat with Axia, actually. She's heading to Staunchflow. And, can probably talk to that creepy little Tabaxi girl, if I wanted to. But, why would I? But, yeah.
I thought the change in atmosphere was like love at last sight or something.
I think it might be some. I think. I mean, from what you were explaining to me earlier with the sailing, I think it might be atmospheric as well. I think there's more static, with the pressures. But who knows?
I don't know what you want to use this information on, Theus, but
Just like I said, I want to think about a way to send gold or make gold for the orphanage. And if not currently possible, I'm working on making toys, probably working on tinkering tools to help me remembering the one.
What I'm saying is, if you do not send help to the orphanage in Greenslade, there might be I'll do some dice rolls, but there might be consequences later on as Vega has flipped sides. So what I'm saying is, you might want to reinforce her.
I currently do not have I know people are there, and I know of capable people around the orphanage.
I will say that using Oust, you can communicate with at least the Legionnaires and send them up there, or you could definitely find a way to communicate with Vega if you want. This is not anything. This is not dire yet, but you would probably want to act on this at some point. I will tell you when Theus kind of knows. All right, now it's going to be now or never if I want to do anything. Is that fair or?
Okay. Well, can I tell us that maybe I don't think I trust the Legionnaires.
All right.
I don't think I trust your little cat friend, but there we go. I can, and I don't know whether me essentially plugging Theus into the network, whether that would take up my training time or whether that's separate.
You can't. You haven't figured out a way to plug the others in, but you can definitely send the Legionnaires to Greenslade to help out the orphanage.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. In which case, once I'd heard about this, I can definitely redirect them towards Greenslade instead, if that's what Theus wants. Have them on orphan protection duty.
Okay.
Okay. I will. Drop a line to Axia and just say, change plan. Yada yada yada.
And they were already on a boat, so they'll just change course.
They'll just fucking
That's pretty cool. But you are working on learning Tinker's tools. Was that it, Theus? Or are you just going to produce?
Most for making toys.
Do you have Tinker's tools now or no?
I would like to acquire them at some point, but currently I do not have them. So I'm just working essentially on making little trinkets, toys.
Wait, if you approach Nongle, I can lend you mine.
You have Tinker's tools?
Dude, I'm a gnome. Of course, I've
He's
Tinker's
a gnome.
tools. Where would I be without them?
I'm offended.
They're
Yeah.
practically.
You know
born
what?
with them.
No, you can't have my Tinker Tools. Fuck you.
You know what? Theus, I can help you with those Tinker Tools. Come on to my workshop.
Jesus.
I'll show you how to
Snicksnack.
do this.
Well, if you want, I can make a bigger workshop for both of us.
Well, do you know how to extend the non-Euclidean kind of space in this in this wagon?
Well, I take out my notebook. I flip to the one page with the key. I lock the key in. It's a new day. I open the door to Pandora Lands.
I fucking hate pastels. You know that, right?
I mean,
You know, I appreciate the sentiment, but flying animals just really fucking grinds my gears. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I love.
we can have
God,
them
fuck
in one
birds,
corner.
am I right?
We can have them in
Fuck
one corner, and then we can work in the other corner. It's just like if we are in need of anything, we can have it there. It's a magical
Alright.
place of dreams and happiness. And sneaks.
That's pretty
Love.
cool. All right, so if you promise me no talking animals is going to interrupt me, I'll show you how to do the Tinker Tool really good.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Like,
You-
okay, first thing I just want this little like clockwork doll. I saw one made by someone else. I just want to like get this right.
Go ahead and give me 2 rolls on your downtime activity. I have put it up there, and then give me just a straight intelligence roll after that.
What was my first natural 20 for?
Natural 20 is about that intelligence check was about getting information about tactical or strategical information about the orphanage. So because Snicksnack is helping you, you get to make 2 rolls on your Tinkers. So if you do
Intelligence
it on
or dexterity?
if you do it on the downtime tab, it should automatically.
Tinker's Tools is intelligence.
I'll say intelligence as a rule here. So you can do 2 rolls because you're getting help from in one night. Oh, that's some really good rolls. Right. You get 36 out of 200, so you're 18%
Okay.
of the way. You spend the day kind of helping out or getting taught by Snack.
Okay.
What about and what about Nongo? What are you going to be doing?
Learning psychiatry so I can help out Go Up.
Psychiatry. If
There's
you're spending your downtime activity kind of helping out Gawa, we can do that. That's
yeah, I'll definitely do that.
50% medicine, 50% insight.
Yeah, I'm going to give me insight in a minute. Just and the medicine you can do with. Oh, that's so bad.
No, those are shitty rolls. A 4 and a 6 for an 11 and 13.
You're like he's not worsening,
Okay.
but he's not home safe. But that's makes sense. And then Cephis.
Yeah.
Cephis, whatever you train. So if you train a new skill, I will let all of the Cephises get another skill.
Fair enough.
It's a
Sure, I guess. I guess I'll train nature. Medicine. I'll try medicine.
on Risha or R.
On Risha, because R is busy doing other things.
Yeah.
Risha's just got like a few days to kill until these schmucks show up.
All right. So you go in and press add, and you just write up nature, and then
Nice.
ability skill tool change.
Run that by me one more time.
Go to your character sheet, then go to the downtime, and then.
Oh,
add.
okay, that's why downtime. Yeah. Add. Ability tool
Okay.
check. Yeah.
And then when you have pressed create, you have to go and edit it again.
Right. Yep.
And then you edit that. I'll just do that. Medicine is wisdom, and I'll give you 200 to do that. All right. There you go. So you can go ahead and just make a roll.
Excellent. Just a wisdom roll?
Just press the dice on to the left of the downtime activity.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. That's fine. This is the new mechanic we're doing. So you get
7.
That's how it goes. Sometimes the dice.
Sometimes
Alright.
you roll like me.
And you get 80 miles. There you go. And then the next day, do any of you change your activity or do anything else? Do you want to talk to each other? Do you want to do anything else?
Does Fierce want me to check in on Vega or tell Vega that the Legionnaires are coming? Legionaries? You're muted, by the way.
Theus, you're muted. Leon? We cannot hear
I mean,
you.
failing that,
Okay,
failing that, I'll do
okay,
it.
good. I just mute myself because I was having a coughing fit.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
Okay, good. Yeah, so they're not surprised. Can I just have a little talk with Vega?
This is the next question. How would this work? Would it be a case of I have to relay the message straight through, or I guess so for the
don't
moment it
know.
is, isn't it? Right?
You get the feeling that you need access to whatever that kind of device is to
Right. Okay.
plug someone else in. You think you could probably jury something, but you would need Nongle's help.
If we can't get it to work now, just as soon as possible, send a message that some acquaintances of us are coming to
Sure.
protect you and the orphanage. If something strange is happening, just go to Faust. He knows what to do.
Faust.
Yes.
Good name. Okay. Yeah, I will. For the minute, it looks like Nongle's busy with therapy, essentially. So I will just relay the message. Just go. I don't particularly like you, but we are helping you. So we have some friends on the way. They are trustworthy, and you shouldn't distrust them because they are less likely to kill you than the people possibly coming for you. Which, by the way, there are possibly people coming for you. So if there are any issues before they arrive, there will be legionaries. Just so you know, Axe is quite nice, but she is. No, that's all you need to know. Any other trouble, Fierce tells me to tell you to go to Faust, who has a very nice name.
She tells you back that she'll do that and she'll work with them, and then she says that when you get the possibility to connect Theus to her, she would like to speak to him.
Roger that. Goodbye. And it is, yes, well, there we go. I will relay that on to Fierce.
Everybody can go ahead and make their. Oh, I don't know if you want to take that scene or if you want to just go on.
When we have time, then we can contact her. Thank you, Ost.
That's all right, but yeah, I think once we get to Orhafen and perhaps ingratiate ourselves a little more with our other friend, possible friend, future friend, then we'll see about getting you plugged in, as it were. But yes.
All right. Plugged in sounds very strange. Like I'm not joining a cult when I'm doing this, right? I've had enough.
I mean,
cults.
as you know, considering your history, we'll leave it at that. But there we go. Anyway,
is there membership cost?
maybe I'll think about it.
Okay.
Probably not mine to say, to be honest. But there we go. But anyway,
Everybody can go ahead and make their downtime rolls as well. Again.
sure. I'm doing the same thing again.
Do I do twice again because Snicksnack's helping me?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Raw?
Yeah, you do.
Snicksnack help? Okay, good.
Knick-knack helps you.
Okay, this was bad.
That's bad. Yes, you get a 1 and alright. And
I got a 5. Yeah.
Nongle, do you want to do it again with the medicine and the insight?
Sure. Worse than before, 16-10.
It's getting better, you would say. And you're getting through to him, but you get the feeling that it's more the time than the real skill that is getting you there. All right, you actually have another day before you get to Orhaven.
I would say at some point I'd probably check in with Nongle regarding Nongle. Probably something we need to think about. Are we taking Snicksnack and your cousin with us?
Well, I assume so. What?
I mean, I'm fine either way, but what do you plan on doing with the everything? You know, the levitator, etc.
It's a vessel providing us transport to there. We'll tow it behind. I don't know. There's no sense getting rid of it.
I must confess, I am a novice with sea travel, so fair enough. We can certainly ask those questions when we get there. But just wondering, that was all. Yeah, that was all. Yeah. How's thingy? Sorry. All right. Yes. Oh gosh. Okay. We're not even doing knots anymore. This is jolly exciting. Well, also lesson 2. This is how much my ancestors were bastards. There we go.
Do you actually teach Bjorn anything about your family, or?
No. No. Right. I would probably. I mean, you're welcome to make an insight check if you want to discern where some of this information is coming from, because it might not necessarily be directly related to an education. There is definitely an in-depth knowledge of higher society. Other than that.
Well, I would like to make an insight check because
go ahead and do it.
Interesting.
Go for it.
You intrigued me, sir.
12 hours.
Okay. I'd say that was probably sort of along the lines of what I was mentioning. There is definitely there's an aristocracy to it in terms of some of the minutiae of the details that I'm providing, in terms of the non-general stuff about wars, dates, and things like that. But yeah, past that, you're not entirely sure quite how high up that might go. But yeah, that's what I say for a minute. Oh, I need to roll today's, right? Hello. Natural 20. That was a very good lesson, Bjorn. I mean, I'm all about sales. Sales are my thing.
Actually, almost done now.
I'm at almost at 40%. This is
really
jolly good. Yes.
All right. Theus and Safish, you already made your third rolls. Theus, you can do your third roll. So can Bjorn and Aust. Aust already did.
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah, so Bjorn, you can do your intelligence roll.
Third?
Right, it's both of. Yeah, your third. From your downtime tab. You're getting.
So you know at this point is basically when all of your lot try to have a go at our lot. But then, well, I think we all remember how that happened. How that ended up, but there we go.
Yeah. I was part of that.
Yes, I don't have the backstory enough for that. I might have been. I probably wasn't. In fact, by that point, how long ago was that big war? There's a DM question. And a you question, really.
Thundering War, I guess.
The big one that Bjorn was in.
I wasn't in that.
Bjorn was not in that.
About the raids. No,
Bjorn has just been raiding
200 years.
170 years ago. It ended.
Okay.
It started 200 years.
170 years. So I probably would have been just out of service by that point. Went to the universities by then. So managed to skip that one, which by all
Yeah.
accounts is
For some
Rich
reason,
kid.
you were not sent to the front line. Who would have known why?
And here's the thing: when all the men go to war, need I say more? But there we go.
But as we know, Cathonia, for all its bad things, is actually a gender-neutral society.
True.
The ladies are also legionnaires.
Yes. But all the
Bravo.
fancy ladies.
Oh, they are there. They're not getting their hands dirty, that's for sure.
Hello.
Long,
Good
long on the-
morning, Cathonia.
The third day, as you're sitting down with Gawa, what are you doing with it?
So on the third day, I rolled, I forgot, for 5th level at 55, which was scrying, which I already have. So I will pick Modify Memory.
Oh,
And, well, I have 2 spell slots of Modify Memory. And I will make sure Go Up's comfortable.
all right.
And I
Go
will
ahead.
remove all memories of all the trauma that I've learned from him in the last couple days.
Go ahead and tell me if is this in a place where people can get to you, or where do you do this?
We're on the levitator, so just below
Yeah.
deck, right?
As you finish up, basically healing your cousin fourth remove. Hear Snick Snack's voice from the doorway. You know, that's mighty kind of you, Nongo. If I have to be honest,
Nongo
I
look
thought
back.
you-
What's mighty kind of me?
know you've been taking care of Gao up there for.
Well, someone has to. You're off
Amazing.
trading other people about other things, and he's dire needs. You're supposed to be his protector, and here I am doing the job.
Hey, Nongo.
Yes.
Only reason I'm not at his side all the time is because you are.
Right.
You know that.
I would love to see you do what I can do.
Yeah, well, I can't do that. I can do other things, but I was actually trying to pay you a compliment if you weren't so fucking snarky.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be snarky. He's a child on this ship. He needs to leave. We need to get him home. Snick
Nongo.
Snack. He's not meant for this kind of fray that we're in.
Well, I agree and disagree. I'll say that Gawop is a simple fella, but it's an ugly world out there, and he'll have to learn about that sooner. He's by all accounts, he's strong, but he ain't right in the head.
Well, as long as he's
But
in
why
my
would-
care,
why should we keep reality from him just because it hurt?
Well, because it's quite common for us to hide reality from people. We hide there on Haven ourselves and don't really pay much attention to the rest of the world. I mean, why do you think I went off and became a wizard and was such a big thing when all over the realms people become wizards?
No, you don't care about the world. The rest of our people, we travel for a living. We go everywhere. We've tried to see as much as we can for as long as we can. Now you can't go ahead and hiding yourself away in that big tower on the sky, but that doesn't mean that we feel the same way. I look at you with him, and I honestly, if I have to be completely frank with you, I see you taking responsibility of who you are and what you can do for the first time, and I'm proud of you.
I'm using my magics to do what I need to do. Nongo seems frustrated and starts deflecting. He doesn't.
What are we going to talk about what you do? Because you know how other people, other folks, they feel about the nomad. How long do you think it will take until they start targeting us in the whole northern business?
Well, no way. We'll find the horn. We'll get through to Blimey Bay, and we'll figure things out from there. No, it's a process. I don't want to worry about things I can't control at the moment. Right now, this is what I can control. Kwup is a simple mind. I can control that at least. I can help.
Well, I think you're onto something, and I think I'm onto something too. Come on with me. Come on, get up. He'll need some time to readjust his mind anyway.
I'll get up.
He takes you to the workshop, and he'll start like moving some boxes away, as he says, "Now that Theus guy, he did the thing with the whatever that pastel-colored shithole is, Pandora."
Yes. The Conventicle looks down on that types of magic. I would never pick that one myself, but, well, he's a dancing type, not a spellbook type, so I guess.
Oh yeah, you also saw the box of ribbons he has for some reason. What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. He's confusing to me very much, but he's an ally, if not a friend, if I dare say.
Well, I think Theus is doing his best to make amends for whatever.
He seems to be deep and suffered a little bit, but it's difficult to talk to someone about that kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you would know, because that's something you and him have in common, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Precisely not. All right.
I'm completely open to everyone. It's
Snicksnack takes the boxes away, and you see a doorway.
Fantastic. There's a door.
It's you see in the floor there are like two clamps coming up, and like kind of steampunk technology going off it. And the doorway is like you see kind of gems, not gems, but magicite actually been inlaid in the kind of the frame. I think I've done some progress on this, but the door that boy makes, I got my big noggin turning, and I think with your help, I found that scroll I gave to you.
Yes, the scroll opens up to another dimension, or lets you create your own dimensions, technically.
I think this goes to somewhere where we can keep our people safe. No.
This door here?
I need Magicite to complete this, but I think I can make a door to wherever that scroll there leads.
Well, the scroll it allows you to create something, not to necessarily go somewhere. I mean, I know you've said such things, but Snicksack magic is complicated thing. This allows me to, if I know.
Where did you get that book of yours?
The book of poetry. This one. You'll add it to him. It's just poems. I don't know what you're talking about.
That the poem book where you look at it every morning and then you remember some spell you didn't have the day before?
No, I use my spell book for that. See, this.
Right,
I'll pull out 2 spell books.
All right. He looks at you.
What?
Go ahead and give me a deception roll.
All right. I will use my knowledge of the ages to gain proficiency in deception. This will be at a +5, so 16.
I'm going to roll insight. He has a +5 to this roll. Okay. So I'm just going to roll this publicly. No, he doesn't get it. All right. He looks at you. Oh, well. Maybe I thought I saw some part of you that I did.
Well, I write poetry every day. I mean, honestly, look, it's quite clever, actually.
No, but I've been very open about my fears for our people for a long time. I want you to see the same. I want you to see the world the same way as I do. I feel, to be completely honest with you, Nongal, I'm scared shitless that those mighty humans or the Imperium or someone else are just going to start killing off our family.
Let me deal with that. It's not your quest, it's mine. Let me deal with that.
Why is that not my quest? Why can you not let me try to help my family as you can?
You'll die, I won't.
Have I died yet?
You will die.
Well, and isn't that my choice to make?
Of course, but not under my watch. Your family, you can't die by my
Noggle,
watch.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I wiped your bottom when you was a youngin', all right? So you let me be an adult.
Noggle
as
turns
well.
bright red.
I saw you the first time you were in a water park. You almost shit your britches because you were so happy.
You're... There's no... Yes, you create this cabin of interdimensional space. And I appreciate you. I applaud you for that. But when it comes down to the things that we've been dealing with, I thank you for saving us as well. But I can't put you in danger. Your family.
Well,
Do you know
I'm
why
afraid
I'm
that
doing
being
this,
family-
Nicksnack?
No, come on.
Do you know
go
why
ahead,
I'm
tell
doing
me.
all of this?
No, go ahead. Tell me.
It's to save us, all of us. And I don't want to. You see, I had a flashback. It's complicated. I just want you all to be safe. And this comes from the bastard nomad that left you all to cast spells in some tower. But
Now, what makes you think I'm any different than that?
you're actually significantly different from that. I can name multiple ways.
I'm not talking in any kind of physical way in that sort, but my motivation.
No,
Why-
of course,
why-
our motivation
why
would be the
big?
same to save the nomad people. Of course it would be, but who's capable of doing so? I have a group of...
I'll remind you that I drove into a ritual-filled coliseum to save your butts, and I did
Yes.
so.
You did. And in
So-
the meantime, possibly permanently damaged, go up.
Well,
It's not worth the trade-off.
no, well, if Gawab has to lose his mind or die so all of our family can go free, no, we are not in agreement.
Correct.
And that's a price that I will pay any day of the week. If I have to kill you to make sure that all of the nomads get to have a happy and long life, sorry, Nongle, but you will be on the ash heap. And I hope if you have the same choice with me, that you'll do exactly the same.
Yes, but I don't want to put you in that danger.
No.
Look,
Well, I am in that
Os, Bjorn, Saphis, Theus, they're all willing to throw themselves under the pyre for this. I don't want you to be there as well.
Well, you might not.
They're
want me
all
to-
powerful adventurers. They're all knowledgeable in their ways. And yes, you are great in your own ways, and you did save us, but I'm sorry. You're a tinkerer. You're not a powerful wizard or a Norseman that can conjure the elements of ice, or a cat that can see through walls, or even a
Can you see
being that
through
can...
walls? I've been thinking a lot about how he always seems to listen to everything.
He does. He's quite perceptive, actually. I thought I was, but yes. But all of these abilities that all of us have...
I can't go.
Yes, all of the abilities that we have, you don't. And I just don't want you to throw yourself in front of that. I think maybe it's fate is why I've been kind of plucked out and dropped into this area. And I don't want you to feel that same thing. You're not an adventurer. You're not like me. You're not like the others. You're not like Theus, who can conjure a village with his whims and thoughts, or turn into something evil or chaotic and destroy his enemies.
Hey, you're getting completely... You listen up. We're not even close to being there, all right?
What do you
want
mean?
to
An
help?
entire village has been slain right in
Shut
front
up.
of our eyes.
Shut
We've
up.
all
Right
had
now,
our own
shut up.
times. Yes, yeah.
Shut up.
Yes,
Let me
yes,
speak.
Uncle. Yes.
You obviously you're not going to stop me from helping you. You're not going to stop me from helping the nomad people either.
Well, I'm
So
going
you
to
guys
suggest
start
it
cooperating?
strongly, but I'm not going to stop you. No.
Well, good luck with that.
Yes.
That I could suggest strongly that you stop, but where would that lead us? Nowhere. That's where. So, either we start cooperating on this, or we start to put our minds together and figure out something, or, well, are we supposed to be some kind of enemies? I don't think so.
Of course, we're not enemies. I just don't want any
No,
harm to come to
precisely.
you or to this
I
child that you
promise
brought on this quest with us.
I promise I'll look after myself and Gawa. If you promise to at least try to include us in there, because we want to be part of the solution, not just kind of some onlookers to whatever greatness that you might achieve. I might not. Are you listening to me, boy? I'm trying to tell you that I love you and I want to help you, all right? Am I really going to turn your old uncle down?
Yes, I love you too, but still, I mean, I can't put you in harm's way. I just can't. I can't.
Well, that's not your choice to make, is it?
If you put yourselves in harm's way, I will defend you as best as I can, and I'm sure all of my companions will as well. But
he claps his hands. Perfect, then. We are in agreement.
Just stay out of harm's way. I don't want to be wiping your ass for the rest of my life.
Now, I want to create somewhere where I don't need to keep an eye on it. I know you're feeling the same way. So help me with this door in the future, will you?
Good.
All right. Then.
But if I tell you to stay the hell back, you stay the hell back. Understand?
Yep, just like last time at the ritual, right?
Oh God, you're going to bring that up forever now, aren't you?
I am going to keep that up forever, and you're not going to like it. That's how it goes to be.
I saved Noggle one time, and all of his friends, and yeah, I understand.
You want to come and make weird noises next to ours to confuse him when he's learning the sail thing?
To us? Oh.
The
prank I played under before. He saw me at a water park, and of course, not adventure like.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Well, of course, I was at a water park, and I was trying to get Gawoop off, and then he came up to me, and I was like, "No, go away!" And I used my magics, and he just walked away, and to go. And it was actually quite interesting.
Snick Snacks, he pulls out like a bottle of wine and 2 glasses, and now tell me more about that water park. Was it good or was it kind of mediocre?
Well, let me get into details with you. Pour me a glass, my uncle friend.
As you sit down and you spend some time talking about the intricacies of Pandora Land's water park. All right, go ahead and take inspiration, Tanner. If you don't have it, if you already have it, you can give it to someone else.
No, I'm out. I'll take it.
Alrighty then. Cephis, no, you have already rolled. Does anyone need to do anything? Nope. Alright. You need to do downtime activity, Longo.
That was my modify memory.
No, that is how long does it take to cast modify memory?
10 minutes.
So you've spent 20 minutes of your day on that.
Okay. Well, it's the casting, and then you gotta like reprogram the memory, right? So but yeah, it's still like an hour. Yeah. If Gawoop's okay, I'll start doing push-ups with him. I'll start training in athletics.
I literally just asked you to help me with this fucking door.
What? Oh, the door is simple. You just need some more magicite. I mean, it's simple to see.
Yeah, well, we also need to program the magic here. Now, if you want to have a
what the hell do you know about magical programming or magicite? Who are you?
Look at the wagon. Do you think the levitator can do this by itself?
Well, of course it can. It's simple. Oh. Where did you learn magic, Uncle?
Well, it's not magic per se. I'm going to put down the door, and I'm going to.
You're gonna give me a door downtime?
Yeah.
Riders on the storm.
And I'm going to put that as an Arcana.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the completion at 500.
Ooh. Okay. Does Magicite improve that, or do I need Magicite to complete it?
You need Magicite to complete the last part.
To the last part. Okay. I don't think I have any now. Oh no, I have
You
675 is what I have. It was the
Alright.
dark magicite. Yeah.
Oh, you can't use the corrupted magicite.
Yeah, so I have 675 pure magicite, not corrupted.
Then you need, after you gave him, then you need, I'll say 200 gold worth of magicite. So I'm just going to put that in the downtime as well.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna make a note on my magicite.
And
Save 200 for door.
no, I'm saying if you give the 675, then you'll need 200.
Oh, well, can I research it and then like have less magicite, or okay, yeah, I'll do that because I don't want to spend all of our magicite.
I'll put 875 down here, just so you know that that's what you need.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. So I make checks for the door, and then
you
I
need to
It's
provide
material
magicite.
component essentially.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So-
So I'm not gonna use any magicite for the door at this time. I want to talk to the
That's
party
fine.
about it first because that's our shit. That's not just mine. But I'll
He has
make a
100 and he has 125, and you need 1,000.
okay. So when I get closer to the completion, I'll let the party know. Well, I'll probably let you guys know first, but I'll make a roll for the door. Do I get advantage on this because of my artificer's lore?
He is.
Whenever you make an intelligence check related to magic items, alchemical objects, yeah. So all right, I'll make it an advantage then. So 32.
That's really good. All right. That's yep.
Six-
You get
6%.
to work on it.
All right,
You
cool.
get to work on that. Yeah. And all right. After that talk and working on that, you all go to. You're all in the evening as the sun is setting behind you. You slowly get into Orhafen. Orhafen is like this is some kind of it's almost like it's not a town. It's not a city. And it is located on the jungle island of Jormungand Island, named from the world serpent, the Midgard serpent that eats its own tail and kind of circumferences the world. I'm going to turn down the jungle noise. Perfect. All right. It is like there's the harbor and a few kind of bunch of huts and a tavern and small houses, and then there's like a hillside, and on top you see a long house, Bjorn, in the old northern style with like dragon heads on the end, and then kind of just a town sprawled around it in Rethurian or more like a Leviathan fashion, the humans that colonized this area. So in the evening, around 8 or 9 in the evening, you arrive to Orhafen. In the harbor, I have to ask, Cephis, is the midnight torch in the harbor? You are muted, my friend. For you.
All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worry. Is the midnight torch in the harbor, or no? Or is it somewhere else?
I would say, yeah, it's in the harbor. There's nowhere else for it to be.
Then please describe it, because you see like there's some fishing kind of vehicles here, and then you see like 1 or 2 trade ships of the like medium variety, and then there's a large ship. And Cephis, please.
Right. So the large ship is a 3-deck ship with 4 masts, with 1 core mast, 2 auxiliary masts, and 1 front mast. You can see that it has mounted on it 4 ballista, 2 on the port side, 2 on the starboard side, as well as what seems to be this large metal tube kind of sticking out of the front directly under the front mast.
Bowsprit.
There we go. Yeah, the bow. I was trying to remember the front side of a ship. The bow. The bow's up front, and on it you can see a collection of some like 30-40 people just going about kind of idling for the day. wide collection of different races: humans, elves, tabaxi. There's a couple of Goliath, and there's a couple other beast folk as well. A whole slew of different folk. The wood itself is kind of a darker red. That's kind of also painted, burnt, and stained to the point where it's almost kind of like this black shading around it. And the sails themselves, while currently furled up, are this distinct mishmash of different colors kind of sewn into each other, just kind of rudimentary sails that are been kept in one piece in a very loose sense of the term. No flag currently flies over her mast.
You're all on the, I will say, on the deck of the Nomad Levitator on the top level as you see this ship here.
Bjorn, am I going to be what's the word? Would somebody of a Cavonian nature be particularly welcome in a place like this, considering its heritage?
It's my understanding that ever since the North sold this place, anyone is welcome, but I'm actually not sure. But if they do hold to the Northern tradition, then walking with me, you'll be fine.
Fair point. Okay, fair enough.
So are you going to go to the Midnight Torch, or are you going somewhere else before?
I think we go straight to the Midnight Torch.
Into the torch. Fine by me. Everybody else coming along? Nongul, Fierce. Excellent.
Right with you.
Lovely stuff.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Well, I mean, I've heard the voice. I don't know who I'm looking for specifically. I have a couple of ideas. But,
Roar, how much time has gone past since we've done this?
This is, it's not a new rest or anything.
Right.
This
the
is
end of the third day,
the end of
basically.
the third day. Yeah.
Okay,
So the end of the
I'll
third
take
downtime
my
day.
spell slots off then for the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, well, sure they'll point us in the right direction fairly quickly. Bjorn, I think you should probably stay up front, kick out a vibe.
You get up to the side of this ship as you kind of you moor the levitator like next to it, and as you go up in front of it, you you see a guy kind of tilts his head as you're standing in front of the Midnight Torch. He says, "Hello there. I'm Bertrand. Do you have any business with the Midnight Torch?" He's like, it's clearly a young man, and he's wearing like an oversized pirate uniform.
Indeed we do.
Yes, we're looking for somebody.
Who is it again? Do you have the
Fisher?
code word?
There is no code word, surely. Maybe?
There's a cackling from the crew as you respond in that way, Ost.
Risha, with your stupid passive perception, you of course hear all of this.
Of course. And kind of as this is happening, one tabaxi in particular steps forward. A little bigger. Yeah, a little bigger than your average tabaxi. Kind of the typical tri-bream hats with this leather sash across his chest that has 3 wands kind of held in place by it. He also has this very elegant looking, probably like Hijari design to it, scimitar on his hip, as well as this little bag on his side that is also incredibly intricately embroiled with all these different symbols and patterns. Other than that, though, he's wearing like rags. He also has an eye patch. He appears to be missing an eye, as one tends to do as a pirate. But kind of stepping up now with his kind of patterned ocelot fur.
And as you guys, as Evan takes over the DMing of this specific scene, I'll go to the toilet. So you guys have fun. I can hear.
I'll kind of look over at the rest of them and just go, I've always wanted to say this. Mr. Savis, I presume.
Well,
Welcome, friends.
while Roar's gone, I'm going to cast Fireball on the ship.
You get counterspelled by our local mage.
Well, no, I'm 120 feet away. How are you going to counterspell me?
You distance spell, because he's a sorcerer.
All right, fine. I'll use distance spell. It's 240 feet away.
Well, you didn't specify you were that far away before.
Well, then I'll throw another Fireball!
Anyway.
Okay, sorry, I want to razz Roar a little bit.
But he says, "Welcome, welcome. Yes, it is I now." And he kind of quite literally just jumps from the top of the ship down to the deck in one fluid motion, probably like a good 30-foot jump, and just kind of with his big "How do you do?" Arms wide open, kind of shit-eating grin on his face. Welcome, friend, and you are this Ost, and these are your compatriots, yes? Don't believe you ever told me their names.
True. How rude of me.
Yes, of course. But
Well,
how rude
yes.
of me. Before you introduce your friends, I should introduce myself to your friends. And he does this very big, over-the-top kind of curtsy. And, hello, I am the acting captain of the Midnight Torch, one Richard Safis. And does a very big bow, kind of temporarily taking off his hat and then plopping it back on. Now that he's closer, you also both see and hear he has like a lot of different pieces of jewelry on him, but they're all bone, little shards of ivory and bone and other like little knickknacks kind of tied around his neck and his wrists and stuff. He kind of gives off this strange little discordance of noise. And now, if I could have your names.
Gentlemen?
Well, Captain, I am Björn. I hail from the north. This is my Skjald, Theus, and this is the most brilliant man ever known, Nungle, and Ost. You seem to know him.
Though I have spoken to him once before, it seems. Now I have a face to the name, I suppose. But welcome. I hear that you are all on the dire straits and need to head east or something of the like.
Actually, I think we're supposed to give you this. I procure the letter.
Yes, the letter from R. Yeah.
And he will open it. And he will read it. And
Do
then
not
kind of
trust
like,
these people under any circumstances. They destroyed
Yeah.
my city.
yeah, kill them all right now. Don't let them live another day. But he does read it, and his kind of, while he still maintains a smile, it's definitely very clearly forced at this point. And he kind of closes it up and like folds it up again, just slides it into like a pocket on his trousers. Well, that is news indeed. But aside from that, come, you all look tired. Let us have some drinks, yes? We're just about to set off, in
Sure.
fact.
Acting Captain Cephis, do you want me to bring you the grog then in the cabins of the officers' crew, or?
Obviously, shithead.
All right, hi guys. He waves at you. I'm the intern. Do you need anything else in grog?
Just get old man to get a spread.
The what? A Sprite? I don't think.
Spread.
we-
Spread.
Oh.
Spread.
All right, perfect.
God.
Because I don't think we have the copyright for that.
It's-
I'll get the spread.
God.
Do you know, I
You
always
wouldn't believe
believed it was
what passes
pronounced
for a
Shafiq.
pirate.
Wait,
There we go.
intern,
wouldn't
I take
believe-
some. Do we have juice?
No, we don't
Juice?
actually. We have wine, we have rum, and that's about it.
I take
We have
water.
some. We have some clam nog that the chef makes.
Oh, Jesus. I'll stick to the wine.
I luckily have been in my amusement park and have drunk enough juice there to have my fill.
I don't know what any of that means, but all right. So no clam nog. I'll just get the
Whoa,
grog
whoa,
and the
whoa.
wine then.
Hold down.
Do you want the
Did you
clam
say
nog,
clam?
sir? You're probably the largest man I've ever saw. I'm a bit intimidated by your sheer size, sir.
who speaks his thoughts. I like that.
Okay, acting Captain Cephis, he looks like almost as big as the captain. Do you want me to bring in the clam nog in his cup or no? You're muted, Evan.
Yeah, sorry, I just gotta call him 1 second.
Sorry.
But yeah, just get everybody glasses and just kind of introduce them to people as they walk about.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Sorry, I need to take this call though. Sorry.
Alright, sorry. As he talks with the others, there's other of him, not his kind. That would be insensitive, but other of his actual person, which is kind of weird. This over here is Wayne. He's our weather mage and navigator. What's up, my dudes? He says, like he's a male human.
What's up, Wayne? What's up, Wayne? Oh, fucking waves and gnarly today, bro. They're fucking righteous.
Totally tubular, man.
Oh, jolly dude.
Yeah,
Radical.
He kind of nods at you, like he seems a bit shy, but basically, yeah.
Well, Nonglesaw is the guy for Yuri haircut, so I mean he's like right in there. Like,
What's up, dude? Fucking radical haircut, brah. Or he's clearly drunk.
Flavor tell.
So, do you guys want to do any magical drugs with me? I couldn't figure out find a name right away, but I have some drugs if you want it.
Sorry, I've returned from my escapade with sending stones. Wait, shoot.
Wait.
Safis, we're just doing some drugs. Just one moment, please. Bjorn, have you ever experimented in drugs before?
Wayne is clearly drunk and is offering the others drugs of his.
Yes, and before we go on here, Wade being Wade, he doesn't really care. Friend Bjorn, was it? Yes.
Yeah.
And you're. He just kind of like looks you up and down like 3 or 4 times. Northman, perhaps, yes?
Yeah, indeed I am.
Noted. I believe I have heard of you. From some travelers that head down this way every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Wait, don't let me stop you. I just wanted to clarify to see if you were, who I thought you were.
Acting Captain Cephis, do you want me to continue the introductions of the crew or no?
No, I think you've given them enough of an ear bleed. I will introduce them as they come up.
Alright.
But for now,
Cool.
shoo.
I'll go get yep.
Shoo.
A large clam nog and grog for the rest. Okay.
Why? But it's fine. But it's
Okay. He kind of shouts back.
Wine for me! Wine for me and us, please!
No. You see, you did not come all the way out here to have wine. This is not the place for it. It's far too hot and humid.
It's always the place for wine.
Are you telling me that I don't know when I want to have wine?
Yes.
And then, like...
Well, he might be right. I mean, he's quite a charismatic fellow. I mean, it's possible.
I should say this, Snoggle.
Perhaps us, we have grog.
You like bump
perhaps.
into, like, in your back, you bump into, like, a large man. He's, like, more tattoos than actual, like, clean skin. And he looks real mean. And he says, "No, don't... If you don't want any grog, we are all... You know, you can have whatever you want. I always remember my beautiful...
Right,
Ost,
there were some important things we had to deal with, wasn't there, on us? We should probably go and deal with those things quite quickly. Now, please?
Captain
Alright.
Cephis.
Don't mind Cleus. He's a kind man. He's just a little lovesick about, who is it this week, Cleus?
Sarah, sir.
Oh, yes, Sarah, that girl that I'm sure you've known for more than a day or two, yes.
Yes,
But,
for 2.5 weeks to be exact, sir.
yes, but who's counting after all?
Practically
No.
common law
Well,
marriage
I
at that
do.
point.
That's right.
Okay, right there we go.
But, Ed, gods, could we have any privacy in here, perhaps? Officers out, everybody, inside from these new guests. I wish to speak to them.
Wayne, the weather mage, he just kind of do this sign to you as he says, "Right on, man," and then he just takes the other ones out.
I really like him. He's quite interesting, actually. He offered me drugs.
Well, he's only like that when he's drunk, and then like the intern gives you your drinks. and you all get grog, but
What?
Bjorn gets like clam nog, which is like a large Goliath-sized cup, and it's just like 2 liters of clam soup and tomato juice and alcohol. It's horrifying.
God.
All right, there you go.
That's
I
good.
love it.
It's the strongest taste in the seas.
That's right. Yeah,
It's not the best.
definitely some taste. It's not the best taste, but it definitely tastes
gotta-
like something.
Yeah, Rishas could have said that. But now, please
Perhaps.
regale me of your stories. Where have you been? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who are you?
A minor request before we start our stories, Captain.
Of course.
If you have...
Acting captain. You hear like the
Yes, about that acting?
intern.
Question mark?
Ah,
Oh,
yes,
oh,
yes,
sorry,
yes, yes.
Yes, who is the real
this-
captain, actually?
He is. Wait a moment, but he is preoccupied at the moment, and so here Rishas Hafiz will be your guide for this evening.
You're a
Yes.
fantastic actor, I must say.
Yes, really, I do my best. You know what they always say: if they're not smiling when you stab them through the heart, then you did it wrong. No, I'm s-
He's
Bjorn,
like he's
Bjorn,
like his
Bjorn.
family, isn't he? Quite. Yes.
Our own vessel is a bit smaller than this, and I think we will prefer to ride in style on this boat when we head out. But maybe we could tow our own vessel behind this one. Do you maybe have some strong towing ropes so we'll be able to carry our vessel with us?
Was it the little dinky thing you got there?
Small ship.
Yeah.
It should be quite simple. It's actually quite grand for a gnome.
You hear somebody grumble in the back of the corner of the room when you say that.
Fireball. No, I'm just kidding.
Fair enough. But yeah, if you look over just to see, there appears to just be a gnome, just kind of grumbling, tinkering with something in the corner.
I'm going to roll a perception check for the gnome. Wait, is that you, Nongo?
Oh god damn it!
fuck's sake.
Oh no!
Oh,
Hollebrad!
don't you recognize me? It's me, your great uncle Stuart. He goes out to you and like gives you a big awkward hug. You know, Stuart is only my nomad name. Here they call me Hollebrad. I'm the quartermaster on this here ship. He's like on the tall side. He only has like 3 fingers on each hand, and like just like gunpowder flat like stains everywhere.
Quartermaster is that important or
That
Certainly!
means I'm the one in charge of buying things on here. Well, good to see you here. Well, my great nephew is.
yes?
What are you doing here?
Well, we were about to get to that, Hollebrad. Now, if you can't...
right.
Maybe we can catch up later. It looks like the acting captain, who's doing a fantastic job acting, I must say. He is quite well. But he finishes his
One
speech,
second,
and then
one
we
second.
can have a.
Shh. Acting captain, I hear someone is messing with the gunpowder barrels. I'll be right back. And he like storms out, and you just hear him. No, you fucking man! Get over here! You nightmare! He's just shouting outside.
It's really uncanny how he could do that. He's not kidding either. He really did hear them.
He
Something
has
special.
good ears, or
More like he's a nut job and he can just sense gunpowder in a certain radius. It's a strange quirk, but that's why he's the quartermaster.
interesting.
Now,
Haven't seen him
As
since
we-
the last explosion in New Haven. It's quite interesting.
that's well. You know what they say:
Well,
get something, keep your
Besides-
keep your fingers close. But
besides
back,
all the fun we're having,
yes.
we actually
Back-
have to to relay some real business.
Yes, I read the letter. It was disheartening to say the least, I should say. It was.
And it's urgent. This is some big powers that we are struggling with, and we need to get to Kangundi right away.
Also,
Agreed.
just to avoid the questioning later on, I'm just going to summon the sword. In short, big magic sword, mystical entity, yada yada yada, maledictus. Just so you know, I can do a number of things. Some of them not entirely orthodox.
We're gonna have
Just
to back
so we're
up
clear.
3 steps just about there.
Yada yada yada
Magic-
maledictus.
No. The Maledictus thing. Half the crew is a Maledictus. It's
we
a
are.
staple of the clan. But going back to the entity part.
It talks to me. I talk back sometimes. You know, the usual.
Safis, I think
All right. Because of
other
the
Safis kind of
Yeah.
probably wrote a bit about this.
well, he hasn't read Hajar's letter yet because they didn't give him Hajar's letter.
Oh, I thought they gave you already. All right, never
No,
mind.
they gave him ours
Oh,
letter.
we
They haven't
gave
given him
ours.
Hajar's yet.
Oh.
Oh, good point. I will also hand you that letter. Because I forgot about that. I didn't realize. I thought they superseded each other. There we go. But there's we've met 2 of your compatriots now.
Oh, brothers in crime indeed. And he will read the second one. Technically the first
Brothers
one.
in crime or brothers?
Thank you,
brothers?
Brick. It is a saying, or it is not. It is up to you to decide. But
Okay.
he reads this letter and he's, all right. Ah, you are the Bjorn I thought was getting to the part in Hajar's letter about Bjorn. You are the Bjorn I thought of. I've heard of you from several sailors, and this an Amber Lord that I've spoken to recently.
Ah, I
That's-
thought it
yeah.
was someone else.
But
Yeah, the Emperor Lord. Then it's a good one.
good man, that good crew too.
Mm.
It's
Lovely
like-
singing voices.
Yes.
You shouldn't
And,
believe
aside-
the
so-
tales from other pirates, though.
Yes. So, to bring this back to the matter at hand. Yes, we can tow your ship behind us. Fair warning, we're going somewhere fairly dangerous, both in the sense of the oceans being, you know how they say, lethal. But there is also the minor issue of, well, we're going privateer hunting. You see, there is a certain place we need to go to find our captain before we can get back into Blimey Bay. I could never say that, but you know the place.
Too many P's.
Fine.
And where exactly are you privateer hunting? And who are these privateers pledged to?
Oh, nobody special, just the Leviathan Trading Company. We deal with them all the time.
Everybody, and I mean everybody, give me a history roll.
Don't fail me now, plus 13.
I'm not proficient
90.
yet.
Yet.
15.
Well, you can still make the roll.
Yeah.
19.
29.
And Bjorn, you're the only one who's missing.
Yeah. Because I'm sad.
All of you know that the Leviathan Trade Company, or the Leviathan Trade Company, is probably one of the most powerful entities that is not like a nation. It is a trade company that owns large amounts of production facilities and trade lanes all over, especially the braced over sea. They trade all the way from the western shores of Cerenar all the way to the other side of the old Skyrad. They are immensely rich and immensely powerful, and they have a knack of people that cross it and tend to end up dead or disappear. But on
What's
the
their
surface, at
slaving
least,
stance?
they do not do anything with slaves. And any trade company captains that get caught with slaves are punished harshly. So they are firmly against slavery, which is why something like the Heneno Trade Company actually has any place in the sun. Nongle with a 29, you know that the Leviathan Trade Company has, for decades, they've been trying to rid the braced over sea of the pirates of Blimey Bay, and they're very, very angry with all the pirates that are able to roam freely because of the safety of the mists of Lucasta.
Well, I'm in.
Continue.
Means to an end, I meant.
Wonderful. And what about you two? Yeah?
I'm with them.
Ooh, we should also point out there's technically another 2 of us. They're more non-combatants, as it were. That makes
Yes.
sense. But I don't know
Yeah, the
whether they'll
other two
just stay on the.
Yeah, the
little-
other two still on your ship, yes.
Yes.
I have a chicken as well. Is that going to be a problem, or?
Yeah, keep them away from the crew so they don't eat them, and then sure.
True.
Mr. Sophis,
Yes.
now I was thinking about your captain. Does he have the key to enter the Cancun DC?
More or less, yes. You see, we ran into a little trouble with a certain man of war run by one. So excuse me, one Captain Girius von Kers. Can never say her last name. Girius von Kext. He like actually has visible trouble trying to say it. Kextrisis.
Kextris.
Yes. What that disembodied voice said.
Noggle on the 29, you know that Captain Gilius von Kextris is an older human woman who's a very famous captain of the Leviathan Trade Company, who has she has many she's a privateer in the way that she hunts pirates, and that's her kind of her job, and she's like one of the closest things to a hero the Leviathan Trade Company actually has. You can actually buy, if you go to Port Leviathan, you can buy action figures of her.
Oh, yeah, yes, it's the famous privateer, right?
Yes, she's the captain of the Golden Cut, and such named because the
Actually,
cut sails.
confiscated a student statue of her once that he purchased from a local bazaar.
She's popular. What can I say? It's the downside of being particularly good at your job.
Yes, well, good thing we're not pirates then. Good thing.
Captain.
Have you not been paying attention?
No.
I feel like it's pretty obvious that we're pirates. I have an eye patch and everything.
Oh, an eye patch makes you a pirate. Oh, yeah. I could
show them the skull and crossbones, Captain.
I could fix that for you. I could fix the eye socket. I could fix that if you.
I'd rather you
Nongle,
didn't.
I don't believe if it. I believe actually there's nothing. His eye's fine. It's just to do with the light.
I'm gonna mage hand the eye flap up a little bit to see if I can peek an eye out of there.
Do I see him doing this?
Well, you see the mage hand coming towards you.
Oh, I'll dispel magic.
You dispel magic? I counterspell.
Don't be rude. I've got 3 slots, baby. I'll use them all.
I have many more than 3 slots. What are you, an amateur?
Shit. Kind of. Yeah, well, the captain has another call to make. But anyway, yeah. No. Yes, kind of. Conversation kind of revolved around him. Well, I mean, I guess Bjorn, I have a vague idea of how far you're willing to go. You two, this is a person of standing, not necessarily a person that we want to make another enemy of.
What do you mean?
I mean that if we can get this captain back without slaughtering their entire crew, etc., we should probably try. Maybe. A little. I mean, we can kill a few people, just to keep our eye in, but,
The Convincicle is hunting me. For God I know, and a whole league of assassins is hunting me.
and me,
I
but
don't
I'm just
care
saying.
about some captain in some, I don't know, trading company.
I merely state the case that we are making a lot more enemies than we are friends.
Just to give you another recap, just to be completely sure that everybody is on the same page here. You want to go to Blinded Bay because
Yeah.
Future Noggle told you that let me have a look here. You want to find Professor John Ignatius, who resides in the Hall of Maps and Logs in Blimey Bay.
Yeah, follow Ostica Good to find Professor John Ignatius in the Hall of Maps in Blimey Bay.
And you also know that going to Blimey Bay is near impossible without a keystone.
Yeah.
Yeah, which the new Cephis
Which
has.
the captain has.
Yeah.
Who is
you
who
guys
is a
need-
pirate, apparently. Nongle missed that part.
Pardon?
He's a pirate. Nongle missed the part that he's a pirate.
Oh. All right.
But no, it's fine. That was just Nongle being Nongle.
All right. Well, you. Oh, let me just have to check if I can get this right. All right. 1 second. I just got distracted for a second. So Nongle missed the part where who was a pirate? What again? What?
The new Cephis is a pirate. We're on a pirate ship.
All right. Yeah, you are.
Like, he just thinks that this is a regular ship, and like
But
his
Blimey
family's
Bay
here.
is
Why
a
would his
pirate-
family be a pirate, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I see. Well,
Yeah.
a pirate. Blimey Bay is a pirate town, right?
Yeah.
A large town, but a pirate settlement. So it's famous for housing pirates.
Yeah.
And apparently, your great uncle is a quartermaster for these pirates.
Apparently, yeah. And consents gunpowder, which is awesome.
Consents gunpowder. So what you need, what the group needs, is to find passage to Blimey Bay.
Well, we've got it.
Yeah, what it seems like that you guys need something from the new Cephis. Because, and you know this, Nongle, at least, because I remember you wrote it well, that because Blimey Bay, within the Bay of Heaven, is protected by the mists of Locasta, you need a keystone shanka, or a conch trumpet, basically, to blow through the mists. And you haven't seen any one of those yet.
Yeah. So, yeah, the assumption is that it's probably on this missing captain who's being held by these privateers.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So you probably
And
need
as
to
I
figure
told
out.
you, Oust, I don't think another enemy is gonna be a problem.
Alright. I was merely stating in case that, just in case we begin to be blamed for, the destruction of a city and things like that. I don't really want to add, the death of a beloved folk hero, regardless of their inclinations. I'm
But you must remember.
sure.
we
I'm
just
sure I am
met you
capable of
last.
disliking them, though, so
Alright,
it's fine.
Sorry about that. I finally returned from my call.
Yes,
alright.
we have just been catching up on information they have gathered earlier, which is
So-
that they need to go to Blimey Bay to find the professor, and going to Blimey Bay needs a keystone shank. So that is where the others are. Is that
Alright.
correct? Do anything else, guys?
No, I think that I think we've all
Good,
got that.
good.
Go ahead.
Alright. So,
So
sorry about that. I got distracted again.
it's alright. Where's our head?
Sorry about that, sir.
Shut up!
All
Talks a
right.
lot, doesn't it?
Don't worry about that. We
Yes.
just did that.
Your captain, and is he on this man of war? Is he on the Golden Cut, or is he
Well-
stowed somewhere else? Do we know? Do you know?
The answer is both yes and no. You see, he was being transported by the Golden Cut. We ran into her some weeks ago. Is being taken to a certain locale known as the Bay of Blue Fire. It's such named for reasons I'm sure anybody could assume. And it is a divided outpost there, a prison of sorts, one that they are definitely legally not allowed to have, but who's going to stop them? They have all the gold, yes. So it's more of
course.
a... We could race
Prison
them
break.
down. And, yes, we could race them down, perhaps cut them off. Perhaps it'll be too late for that, though. And the second matter of fact would be a prison break, as you said. That's why I've been looking for some keen crew members to perhaps assist in this regard.
It's a lot easier to catch up with a static building. That's all I'll say.
Indeed.
I'm just going to stop you 1 second here, Cephis, because you know for a fact that the captain is not in a prison. That he is aboard the Golden Cut. because they have. Because one second, Jonas, I'm going to mute you for a second because the feedback is bad.
Is that okay? Sorry.
You're muted, so I need you to do the thing, and then I'll return to you in a second, Jonas. Safis, you know that the captain has been in a prison for some time, but now they're heading towards Bluefire Bay to find Captain Flint, basically.
I apologize. I had that entirely backwards. He was in a prison. The Golden Cut took him to the prison. They did their magic. They took him, and now he's back on the Golden Cut and heading towards Bluefire Bay to find a certain Captain Flint, who you may or may not have heard of.
So it's a prison transfer, of course.
Sorry, technical difficulties. 1 second, guys.
Poor Jonas.
Yeah, Jonas.
We can hear you, but we can hear a lot more too.
Can you tweet it again? All right, there we are. Perfect.
Nope.
Yeah.
Try
No,
again.
no. Yeah, give it a second before we give a response. Nope.
Try again.
Finesse.
Again.
Finesse. Maybe now. Maybe.
Try again.
Nope. I don't hear it anymore.
Oh, we
Oh.
can't hear you anything. No.
We also can't hear you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Technical difficulties are not over, but we have found a solution. Jonas's microphone is doing weird things. Sorry for the inconvenience. Acting Captain Safis, you were saying something.
Was I? Oh yes, Captain Flint. Have any of you heard of this Captain Flint?
Have we heard of Captain Flint? Question mark. I don't think I would have, to be honest. I think the only person that might have is Bjorn, right?
I think no. I think Naga would also know.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, Evan. Do you are you ready to tell the kind of general story of Captain Flint, or you want me to do it?
I can do it.
All right. Safis kind of lays out the general legend. I will say at least Bjorn and Theus and Naga probably know bits of this. But yeah, go ahead, Safis.
So, we'll say in long term short, Captain Flint, Captain Hernonius Flint, was a privateer of the Leviathan Livinian Trade Company some many years ago, right around the time of the Arthurian Brothers War, and she, for her part, decided to declare war on the current pirate king, one Louis the Mad, who had kidnapped the betrothed of Flint. And now you say the issue here becomes Flint was in it for herself, and through her escapades and her adventures became the hero of Blimey Bay and the one to really set it up as a haven, a true haven for pirates and other ne'er-do-wells. She tried as she could, and she succeeded in overthrowing this mad tyrant. But issues came about. The years went by, and as the rumors say, she slowly lost her mind. Or, well, take your pick for this reason or that, who really knows with these kinds of people. Eventually, though, a very common story is that she was driven mad by grief. Her loving spouse, whoever, her loving spouse, was taken by
Celestine,
her.
yeah.
Yes, Celestine, her loving spouse, was taken from her by the sea, and in this fit of grief and rage, she ruined herself along with her crew and her ship. But as all good stories go, this is not the end. Somewhere along the line, it became popular mythos that she was still sailing as a ghost ship, as one could say. Quite literally, however, in this case. The rumors go that she occupies the bays of Blue Fire and that here she stalks for prey every night, taking out whoever she can find in a fit of blind rage. That is the short and sweet of it, but there are other details that I'm sure some of my more experienced crew, like Old Man, the cook, could tell you. He's a little more up to date on these things. There is, to put it bluntly, Flint is the one who is most responsible for the fog that is Blimey Bay is now famous for. And my captain was a crew for her at some point. He was nobody in particularly important, but being a member of the crew of Captain Flint gives you no small amount of prestige, you can see. And so the Leviathan Trade Company seems to be trying to use my captain in order to gain access to Captain Flint in an attempt to, heavens only knows, really, likely to get to the Blimey Bay to blow it to smithereens.
Yeah, so Captain Flint was the only pirate or sailor to ever sail through the mists of Lucasta without a keystone shank. And,
We've heard the name before, right?
Yeah, you did. I told you the story of Captain Flint before. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Captain
I was like-
Flint. So
was
Captain
just
Flint
deja
is like
vu.
a mythical. It's like a
Right.
mythical pirate. It's like saying Long John Silver or Blackbeard
Yeah.
or something. Captain Flint is. She was the only one to ever sail through the mist of Lucasta safely, and it was the song of her lover that kind of dragged her there. So it is said that the ghost of Captain Flint is now out there haunting the voice of the White Maiden, which has become like kind of almost like a patron saint of Blimey Bay. So any sailor in the braced over sea that is a bit superstitious kind of prays to the White Maiden, because her songs will bring you to safe harbor. If that makes sense. So, all in all, to summarize what Mr. Safis is saying, well, they don't have a keystone shanka. They can bring you to Blimey Bay, but right now the captain is kidnapped, and the Leviathan Trade Company is trying to capture the ghost Captain Flint to go to Blimey Bay, and they're using the captain of Safis' ship to do so.
I am
How's your-
muted.
Yeah.
Are we to discern from this that your captain, member of Flint's crew, does not have a Keystone Shanker, because that's why they're looking for this ghostly captain in order to travel through the mists?
We did have one, and he had one, but as you could imagine, it is more of a something in the pirates' code to, when under threat of capture, to destroy said shells and horns to
Right.
deny the
So-
company access to our havens.
I see. So would you say our best course of action would be to... Well, you would, because this is your ship at the moment.
This, I would say, our best course of action, and in fact, our only course of action if you intend to enter Blimey Bay, is to go and fetch my captain.
Well, that rather settles things, gentlemen. Seems like we have a ship to hunt, as it were. Any ideas of distance? How many days are we going to be traveling before we find the ship? How many days ahead?
Blue Fire Bay from here, 300 miles.
So that's 5-ish days?
4 or 5 days, yeah.
4 or 5 days. Okay. And they're on the way, so it could be less than that, technically.
Perhaps, yes. But the Golden Cut is a bit faster than we are, being a man of war. And
Then we meet them there.
yes. But one last thing, however. We can't exactly head off right now. We are actually missing a key member of our crew, you see. In the battle with the Golden Cuts, we lost a fair amount of crew. Currently, we need to replace the helmsman. Poor Spike Hat lost his way in the open brine.
Anybody else you need?
Yeah, well, we need a band, but that's not really necessary for sailing.
Well, I mean, I'd hate to volunteer somebody other than myself, but well, you've heard stories of Bjorn?
I have indeed. Kinda like looking over at Bjorn.
Bjorn, right now, Bjorn is just trying to drink the clam nog, and he's like halfway through the 2-liter glass, and he's not paying attention to anybody. As Bjorn is right now, he's absent. I guess.
Fair enough.
Or it might be over there. I don't know how this works.
But yes, he is. I mean, I've seen him. He's more than capable. He's been teaching me, in fact. So
Dude, we
that
must
might cover your need at least until we reach Blimey Bay.
Certainly. It would do wonderfully. And well, aside from that, we would be ready to go. We have ammunition, we have supplies, and but before I guess we do, I know of Bjorn, of course. Anybody with a lick of salt and sailing knows of Bjorn. But perhaps you three could describe your capabilities a tad more of interest. I have this letter, but yeah, I would like to hear from your words.
Well, go ahead.
You haven't heard of me?
No.
Oh, I'm just a shipmate. I swab the deck and whatnot. I have minor magical abilities. Nothing conventicle in any way, shape, or form, I assure you.
Cephas,
Give me an insight check, Cephas.
Yeah. He will, and Cephas leans over to you and kind of smells you for a moment.
Also because the other Cephases have written about Nongle, so I guess go ahead and give me advantage on that.
All right, 24.
You tell me what he knows, Tanner.
That everything there was just a load of shit.
Absolute bullshit. Yeah, he's a semi-quote powerful spellcaster, very well known in the conventicle, and yeah. And Nongle just sits there and like
he's wanted man.
Yeah,
Like
right.
Nongle the Renegade is on wanted posters right now.
Possibility.
Which gives him pirates cred, you know.
It does.
Yeah,
But,
it does. Having
you gotta
wanted
leave-
posters is great.
Yeah.
Have you ever read One Piece? It's how it works, you know.
Yeah, right.
That's how you measure power level.
What's if it leans over and kind of gives Nargo a smell, like literally sniffing at him, and
I'll cast Prestidigitation to fart in your nose.
listen, friend, kind of just ignoring that for the moment. If you want to pretend to not be a wizard, don't carry around bad shit. It's very distinct.
I told you I'm a wizard. Did
Yes,
I lie?
but-
I didn't
yes, but
lie.
Fireball.
You
is
calling me a
nothing
liar?
magic. I am.
I just like bats. I have pet bats. I don't know what you're talking about. I smell gunpowder. Nongle will leave.
Nongle just goes out. Right.
All right. Well, we have a wizard with a nervous knack. All right. What about you there, Ost? You have this fancy green sword. Are you a fencer, perhaps?
I can, in a manner of speaking, I've had a degree of training. Not maybe in fencing exactly, but I can handle well, I mean, that's open to interpretation whether I can handle myself or not, but I at least try to. I'm sure that's in your note. But, yes.
Indeed.
But, I have a degree of arcane capability as well. Not on the same wheelhouse necessarily as Mr. Nongle here, but...
Would you consider yourself something of a striker or something of a spell slinger?
Somewhere in between.
Interesting. Mid-range fighter.
He's more like someone that lies down and dies in the battlefield constantly.
What? What is
Do
it?
you know what? I smell
Move away
gunpowder.
from the keyhole. I was trying to gossip on this one.
Out of the
Right,
way! I
and-
need to see what they're saying. What are you talking
No,
about?
please. All right. I'm just the intern, so I'm going to go away now.
I don't know why he gets the word intern from. Really, he is just a deckhand. I don't know why he can't just say that. What about you? I believe by process of elimination you to be Theus, yes? Theus?
I was muted, sorry.
Yes. So, what are you capable of doing?
I can give us a safe haven if needs be, and I'm a quite capable entertainer, I would say, and can help with supporting my allies if need be. Also, I can do this as I take out what I haven't taken out in a long time, my bag of googly eyes, put them on my fist, and do this.
Trickster still in the bard, perhaps then? Can you play instruments?
Careful, he's incredibly powerful with the googly eyes!
Move over. I try to listen in.
Never can
Yeah.
get a lick of privacy.
Let the hand speak. Yes, I am capable of bardic things and playing instruments.
Wonderful. Our last bard died a horrible, tragic death. So it is good to have another songwriter on board. And now,
Our last bard was like a weird monkey man hybrid. It was super weird, but he was cool. But he played an accordion.
that's
Captain
racist.
Sophis, if you don't
He was
kill him, I
made of
will.
red pieces of
Oh.
monkeys!
I would love to. You have no
Man,
idea.
he
but
sounds like
he's,
he
but
sounds
he's
like
signed
Christ
on. You have no idea how badly I want to kill that man, but he is signed on with the captain, and so none of us have the authority to take his head.
It's because I know the captain. Because I needed the references to get a real job. So
Yes.
it's
You get a hell of a lot better references if you keep your nose out. Thank you.
We're both right outside the door and can hear everything you're saying!
Well, it's a good thing we're not whispering now, is it? Aside
the
from
gnome
that.
is pushing me. Why is he pushing me? I don't know.
Oh, shut up, you shithead. Also,
Well,
Okay,
that's his
I'm
nickname,
going
by
to
the
leave
way.
then.
That's his
To,
nickname, by the way.
Shithead's his nickname?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
To,
the intern.
Yep.
round
Shithead,
out our
get me more
numbers.
grog!
No.
Christ.
Don't listen to him.
It's
All
Shafiq.
right. Should I go away or give more grog or both?
Neither. Just stand exactly right there and don't talk.
On one leg. Come.
Yes, sir. And
One
he
leg.
just stands up, like he bangs his head on like a shelf, and he
I know
just
he was-
stands very still.
Spots.
Bjorn,
Now
you
the-
finished the clam knock,
Yes, but I was trying to say. Now
and
that
you can
Bjorn
see
has...
that people have been talking, and your name has been mentioned at least twice, but the clam knock is clouding your mind right now.
You're not sure if it's
I'm
because
Climb.
it's out.
Bjorn, I'm going-
It's climbing your
I'm
mind.
going- I'm going to unmute you if you want to say anything, Bjorn.
Another. this is great.
Excellent. But, Bjorn, before you dive into another cup, my question to you, are you a capable helmsman? I have to assume so, if the legends are even half true.
I kill stuff, and I could certainly steal the ship if you like.
Excellent. This is what we need. This is what we've been waiting in the harbor for, to find a new capable helmsman. With Bjorn the legendary white bear, who could possibly steer better, eh? Alright.
No one.
Exactly. He stands up with
Did I
the sap
tell
of
you
his...
that the first boat I ever, my first raid actually, I started a mutiny because the captain he was incompetent. That's a story for another time. Let me steal the ship.
Yes. One,
Bjorn
I
is
would love to
getting
hear
very
it.
drunk from the clam knock.
Is he drunk, or is he just, like, poisoned from drinking rotten clam juice?
Yeah, it's like LSD
Bjorn-
pretty much. He's having.
Bjorn,
so-
what do you think? What do you think is happening?
Mercury poison.
What do you
What
think?
kind of thing is happening?
Yeah,
He's been
he-
promoted and he didn't even know it.
Bjorn's got like an oar outside the side of the ship, like 20 feet up. Just like trying to...
Bjorn has just chugged 2 liters of rotten clam juice and vodka, and he is having a great fucking time.
Oh no.
Finish drink. Anyway, so with that in mind, we have quarters, but they're not exactly how you say comfortable. You'll have to sleep in hammocks with the crew if you wish to stay aboard. I recommend you stay aboard this ship and not that little dinghy you had brought in, because that thing will likely get blasted clean out of the water if we come across any Leviathan Trading Company ship. That aside, welcome aboard the Midnight Torch, and if you would, Helmsman Bjorn, we will be setting off as soon as possible. That is to say, now.
Nongle, perhaps you'd like to get your other 2 family members aboard.
No, that's okay. Of course I will. Of course I will. No. I'll.
What's up?
The ship's not too
bro?
big, so I'll send a message to Sticksack.
Wayne, the weather mage, kind of sticks his head in. He says, "Acting captain, bro.
I love this guy.
We finished to tow the small craft, the weird wagon boat thing they had with us.
It's the Sandskates. Yes.
Do you want us to, like, the wind is favorable now if you want to go, brah?
Helms and Bjorn, we could get you another glass while you steer.
Clandog and wind, brah. Let's go, brah.
Well, acting Captain Bra, I think we should go.
You don't get to call me. You don't get to call me that, Nurgle. It's not funny when you do
it. He said Bra, so I thought your name was Bra. Safis Bra. Bra Safis?
Captain Sir, do you want to do the order, sir?
With pleasure. And no, to all of you, to be clear, it is acting Captain Rosha.
Yes, Bra Safis.
No, Risha. Say it now with me, Nurgle, otherwise I'll have to throw you overboard. Acting Captain Risha.
Acting Captain Risha.
Excellent, and don't forget it.
Yeah.
Bro
Shaw, hang 10, I'm out. Bye.
Now, that aside, come, gentlemen, to the waves. And with
the
that,
eastern wind blows up, catches the sail as Bjorn steadies the wheel, and the Midnight Torch steers out of Oorhaven towards Blue Fire Bay and the legend Captain Flip. And that is where we'll end this session, everybody.
Woohoo! Nice.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. I had a lot of fun, even though this was a much needed breather after last session.
Oh my God, we had a fantastic session last session. We failed forward. That's a horrible term to use in some places.
Check that out on the YouTube channel.
Check that out on YouTube. Yeah.
Check it out on YouTube if you haven't watched.
We have YouTube.
To like, comment, and subscribe.
We have a YouTube.
It's
called
I hate that.
Have a look at it. You can see the links down below.
If you see the bell, click the. No, just fucking. If you miss it on Twitch, go watch it on YouTube. We got it all streamed.
If you want to watch Alex's face more because you're a horny sub, then go ahead and follow us because Alex is a great guy.
That was incredibly unnecessary of a description.
He is a very pretty man, and I appreciate all of you, especially Alex, for being such a good sport for rolling badly. Thank all of you for watching, and everybody. I think what do we have to plug? We have to plug everybody. Go ahead and watch Gaming on Twitch.
Honestly, he's
Gaming.
Yeah, he's grabbed quite the followers. Just look up Gaming on Twitch, and you'll see him every Tuesday and every Saturday. He's grabbed quite the following. Does weird shit on Tuesdays, but it's Star Citizen on Saturdays. I mean, if you're into Star Citizen kind of shit, it's pretty good times. But it's got a good group of people. I mean, not as good as us, but I mean,
we try. We're having fun at least. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Apart from that, I think Michael Gelfi does the ambience. We have a lot of free a lot of royalty-free music. You can check that down below, as well as Incarnate and Sepego maps. All of the world maps you've seen today has been from Incarnate. I think that's all of it. So thank you all for watching, and take care, and I'll see you in 2 weeks for the next episode. Bye.
Bye bye, ding dongs.
Goodbye, ding dongs.
Goodbye, ding dongs.